Hello again YouTube, this is Bad Fat Panda here. I'm going to be bringing you guys a nice little domination on Wasteland today. I thought I would start off by asking you whether or not you liked that little video update I posted on Sunday, I do believe it was. I asked you in that clip whether or not you would like to see a domination or a free-for-all match. I'll try and do that more often when I get like somewhat montagey or funny clips that I can post or just like a teaser trailer for one or the other. And because, hey, I do not upload these videos for my benefit, I upload it for you guys, and since you are helping me out by subscribing to this channel and giving me ratings and such, that I could do all I can to help improve your experience with me in the future. Here I am using an AK-47 with a red dot sight. I find the red dot sight to be somewhat inadequate of an attachment compared to like the silencer or FMJ, which I like. The AK has some of the best iron sights in the game, and I think it's nice to utilize them. The red dot sight, especially when you're using it on the AK, it sort of gets in the way of the red dot sight. I don't like that a lot. There are a couple guns that do that in the game, but hey, whatever. Here I am trying to cap the B flag, but as you may or may not know, on domination maps on Wasteland, or whenever you have this triangle set up where you have C, B off to the left or right, and A, I like to keep A and C at all times if I have a choice. If we're getting spawn trapped by certain kill streaks, I'll knock them out and then go about my merry business trying to cap A and C again. Here they obviously flank around the corners of these hedges that you cannot shoot for through some reason, but you can launch grenades over the top, which is quite nice if you happen to know where they are. Here I get a nice little RPG kill. I find the RPG to be a rather creative tool of destruction. A lot of times you have certain instances where some guy is hiding behind cover, and it may not be a straight shot into his little bunker area. So you have to sort of come up with little ideas as to hey, what's going to get me this kill? If I hit somewhere, will it do enough damage to kill him? I don't know. So hey, it's a nice little creative piece that they added into the game, and I like that. I like straight up RPGs because I was a big fan of them back in COD 4, so I tend to use them from level 65 on, and like them a lot. So hey, if you're level 70 and you haven't really tried out the RPG yet, give it a shot. I like the ATS, what is it, ATS4? I know it has an A and a T and a 4 in it. Not sure what the third letter is, but I'm pretty sure it's a consonant. I like it a lot. It shoots much straighter. You will notice that the RPG has a fair amount of just completely random just line of sight, line of fire to it. I don't like it in that aspect, but it's the RPG, so it's like the AK-47. It's not necessarily the greatest gun. You unlock it at level 70. I'm not really sure why. They dumbed down the power, it seemed, since the first game, although it's I'm sure somewhat noticeable as far as the attachment. It was a glitch, wasn't it? There was a no matter what attachment you put on it, it wouldn't make it any worse. It would keep the same stats. So you could run around with an AK and a silencer and just mop up. So I love doing that on certain maps. Crash, I think, was one of my favorites. Either running around with an SMG or like a mini Uzi. Oh, those were good times, COD 4. But I'll try not to reminisce too much. I'll get back into the gameplay here. Here I got my 8 kill streak and I died trying to get A back because I do indeed like to have A and C. The problem with that, you may be asking, well, why would I not like B? If you have A and C, you're likely to spawn near either A or C. If you spawn at B, it's a very open map, and granted you do have a field of view, but you don't really have control of the bunker 100% of the time, and if you're trying to flank around from B at either A and C above the ledges or over the ledges, then it's really hard to try and form an attack, because if you have snipers pinning either C or A down, if you're playing against a somewhat good team, it can be pretty hard to attack. And you will find that a couple times when you're playing against decent people. Here, these are not exactly noobs that I'm playing against. I think there are a couple prestiges in here. I do manage to take advantage of their stupidity. I'm not sure if they were having a bad game, but they weren't doing too well. If you have if you are at level 30 and you have a Stinger missile and you have cold-blooded, I find it almost just stupid not to have a class made up for the Stinger and cold-blooded, because as soon as you die from a kill streak, I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't just run out there and kill it with a Stinger. Especially on free-for-all. I've been playing a couple of free-for-all matches the past couple days. I've been recording tons and tons of gameplay, especially at level 5 prestige. Since then, I have definitely moved back and prestiged again. I am now level 6 prestige and like 40 or something, I don't know. But I am just recording a lot of gameplay because I know myself that I will not necessarily be playing that much Modern Warfare 2 come March, when I have Final Fantasy 13 and God of War 3 coming out, and that is a pretty stacked lineup for March. There is something else coming out on, I believe Dragon Age Awakening is another relatively big one. I don't know, I played Dragon Age through, didn't really like it that much. Having a main character that did not speak was sort of an issue for me, but I'm having that soothed by playing some Mass Effect 2 when I do have some free time, and I'm not trying to record some gameplay for you guys. But yeah, free-for-all, I find a lot of people are starting to use classes like assault rifle with silencers and then a Stinger, instead of maybe cold-blooded. They're knocking out UAVs, or just in general. I was playing a match the other day where I think all of my air support was shot down, and if you do not do that in Wasteland, you will get just absolutely wrecked. I got a triple kill with my Harrier just in the bomb, and then I got 6 kills right off the bat. That's 9 kills in like, I don't know, maybe a minute time that I wasn't doing. Yeah, it's I would highly suggest having a Stinger class if I were you. Here I'm still on that same kill streak, and I'm trying to get a couple shots. I tend to play aggressive when my kill streaks are set up and already up in the air, or I have them readily available. Here, oh wait, no, I've since I'm not paying attention, what am I doing? I'm trying to get another kill streak again. I don't think I do, but it's been a while since I've played this match or watched the MPEG-4 of it. Here I do end up getting my Harriers again. And I don't know why I'm capping B here. I think it's just because I want to get in the action and get some kills. This team tends to just stick around B through the entirety of the map. Here I'm running up the open. Take advantage of these low-lying areas. Terrain is a big feature and a big part of tactics as far as any game goes. Certainly on first-person shooters, if you are within line of sight of the enemy, you will get shot. There are snipers that tend to sit up there in the house at B a fair amount, and especially on Ground War. If you play Ground War, I've been playing a bit more of it since I started playing in like full parties and stuff. That's sort of what everybody likes to play when you have a party of say like 5 or more, because it's a pain in the ass to try and find like a regular 6-on-6. We like to play like Sabotage or something like that, because you can rack up the kills pretty damn fast, especially Headquarters. I don't know if you've ever played Headquarters with a full party. You can just completely wreck people. I think I ended up like 104 and 12 in one of the games, and I was just using I was using an RPG as my main weapon, and Scavenger. That was very fun. Unfortunately, the other team did not think so. Apparently because they lost pretty bad, but we kept it going as long as we could and racked up some kills. So here I'm running back to C again to try and find another couple of kills here. I thought, because you cannot shoot through the hedges, I thought that maybe an RPG hitting the hedge would actually, the splash effect would kill him. Unfortunately, I was wrong, and so I had to shoot it at the ground. The RPG is not the most accurate, but hey, whatever. Here is my 2 deaths in like 6 seconds, and it's a pain, but hey, whatever. If you're going to camp in this corner with a spaz, you deserve to die. I try and rectify that by hitting him with an RPG, but I do not before the game ends. I would like to get some shoutouts out of the way. The Deluxe 4 is a great, he's a comedic sort of Modern Warfare 2 player, and his commentaries are pretty funny, so I'll put a link in the description. You can feel free to check it out and subscribe to me as well.